Ever wonder why some people excel under duress while others falter? It's a compelling inquiry that has piqued many minds. The key to unraveling this mystery dwells in comprehending the concept of pressure and how it critically shapes performance. Pressure is a paradox, a double-edged sword. On one end, it serves as a motivating force, propelling us to reach unparalleled heights. It's the spark that kindles motivation, ignites ambition, and fine-tunes our focus. Acting as a catalyst, it inspires breakthrough performances and extraordinary feats that redefine limits. However, pressure also has a darker side. It can metamorphose into a debilitating force that cripples creativity, instigates anxiety, and obscures rational decision-making. It's this very dichotomy, this paradox of pressure, that lends it an aura of intrigue and complexity. This dual nature can be overwhelming and daunting, yet there's a silver lining. This paradox, as intimidating as it might appear, is not unfathomable. It's possible to unravel its intricacies, to comprehend its dual nature. As we delve deeper into the essence of pressure, we develop the ability to wield power. We learn to harness its constructive aspects while mitigating its potentially destructive impacts. This understanding opens doors to newfound resilience, allowing us to thrive even under the most challenging circumstances. Understanding this paradox is the first step towards becoming fearless under pressure. What is fear, and how does it relate to pressure? Let's delve into this. Fear, in essence, is our body's natural response to perceived danger or threat. It's a survival mechanism that's been with us since our caveman days, a primal instinct designed to keep us safe. Biologically, it triggers a rush of adrenaline, quickening our heartbeat, sharpening our senses, and priming our muscles for action. This is often referred to as the fight or flight response. On a psychological level, fear can be more complex. It can stem from past experiences, societal pressures, or even imagined threats. Our minds can amplify a situation, transforming a small concern into a towering monster of fear. This is where pressure comes into play. Pressure, in many ways, is a manifestation of fear. It's the fear of failing, of not meeting expectations, or of disappointing others. It's the fear of the consequences that might follow. And when we perceive these stakes to be high, the pressure can feel immense. But here's the interesting part. Fear and pressure are not inherently negative. In fact, they can serve as powerful motivators, pushing us to perform at our best. They can fuel our determination, sharpen our focus, and catalyze our creativity. Understanding the nature of fear allows us to manage it more effectively. Instead of letting it overwhelm us, we can use it as a tool. We can channel the energy it generates into constructive action, turning fear into a force for growth. In this sense, fear is not our enemy. It's a signal, an indicator of areas in our life that need attention. It's a challenge to overcome, a mountain to climb. By understanding the anatomy of fear, we can begin to see pressure not as a burden, but as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Fear is not the enemy, but a compass pointing us to areas where we need to grow. Let's remember this as we journey further into the world of handling pressure. How can you turn pressure into a challenge rather than a threat? This is the question that stirs the mind when we find ourselves in the hot seat. To answer it, we must first understand the difference in perception. Viewing pressure as a threat is akin to seeing a mountain that's impossible to climb. It feels overwhelming, paralyzing, and could lead to poor decision-making. On the other hand, viewing pressure as a challenge is like seeing that same mountain as a thrilling adventure waiting to be conquered. It's invigorating, it's motivating, and it pushes us to rise to the occasion. This shift in perspective from threat to challenge doesn't come easy, but it's worth it. The benefits are numerous and impactful. Adopting a challenge mindset allows us to build resilience, a crucial trait that not only helps us bounce back from setbacks, but also propels us forward to achieve greater heights. Moreover, our performance improves when we embrace pressure as a challenge. We become more focused, more engaged, and our decision-making abilities sharpen. We start to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles, solutions where we once saw problems. So the next time you feel the weight of pressure, remember it's not a threat looming over you, but a challenge inviting you to rise. By reframing pressure as a challenge, we can begin to harness its power. So how do we become masters of pressure management? Let's break it down into clear steps. First, understand the source of pressure. It might be a looming deadline, a challenging project, or a difficult conversation. Remember, pressure is not necessarily a negative force. It can be a catalyst for growth. pushing us to extend our boundaries and achieve more than we thought possible. Identify the source of your pressure and recognize its potential to drive you forward. The second step is practicing mindfulness. This is a technique that allows us to stay present and focused even when the pressure is mounting. Through mindfulness, we can separate ourselves from the whirlwind of thoughts and emotions that pressure often brings. We can observe our reactions without getting swept up in them. This gives us the space to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively to pressure. The third step is to develop a strong support system. No one is an island, and we all need support from time to time. This could be friends, family, mentors, or colleagues. These are the people who can provide a different perspective, a word of encouragement, or a helping hand when you're under pressure. Having a robust support system in place can significantly reduce the impact of pressure and stress. The final step is continuous self-improvement. This is about constantly seeking to learn, grow, and improve. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than threats to our comfort. Continuous self-improvement means that we're always ready to adapt and evolve, regardless of the pressure we're under. This resilience makes us more capable of managing pressure, whatever form it takes. So let's recap. To master the art of pressure management, understand the source of pressure, practice mindfulness, develop a strong support system, and commit to continuous self-improvement. Remember, mastering pressure is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. Keep moving forward, keep growing, and you'll find that you become more resilient and capable of handling pressure with grace and confidence. So, what does it mean to be fearless under pressure? It's about understanding the paradox of pressure. Pressure is a reality of life, a force that can either paralyze us or propel us forward. It's a paradox because while it can create discomfort, it can also stimulate growth and improvement. Then there's the anatomy of fear. Fear isn't just an emotion, it's a complex physiological response designed to protect us. But sometimes it misfires, creating fear responses when we're not actually in danger. By understanding this, we can learn to interpret and manage our fear reactions. Next, we took on the pressure challenge, acknowledging that pressure isn't something to be avoided, but rather a force to be harnessed. It's an invitation to rise to the occasion, to test our mettle and prove to ourselves what we're capable of. Lastly, we delved into the art of pressure management. This isn't about eliminating pressure, but rather learning to navigate it. It's about developing the mental agility to stay cool under fire, to make clear decisions when the heat's turned up, and to use pressure as a catalyst for peak performance. In a nutshell, becoming fearless under pressure isn't about being devoid of fear. It's about understanding pressure, accepting its presence, and harnessing its power to fuel our growth and performance. Becoming fearless under pressure is about understanding, accepting, and harnessing the power of pressure to fuel our growth and performance.